do it.
Awesome. All right, we are live. Thank you everybody for joining us today for another stream of Launchpad. So we're going to continue working on our Soundboard collaboration app, aptly named Jam Spam. Love it. Gotta love it. Yeah, so if you are just joining us this week and or you just got into chat and you kind of want to know a little bit more about what we're working on, we got a new command in the chat, lp-project, launchpad-project. And that's going to give you the deets, but since I'm here, I'll go over it real quick anyway. Yeah, so we're building this collaborative app. The deal is you click on a sound, and that's going to shoot off subscriptions and update all the other clients, and boom, it should play the sound. Last week was our first week. We did a speed run setup of Apollo client, hit a little snag. So if you were with us last week, you saw us sitting there for a good little while trying to figure out why our subscriptions weren't working. Well, we have since figured it out, and it's amazing how many times debugging comes down to a typo. So we'll take a look in a second at what happened there. But yeah, Trevor, thanks for joining me again, as always. How's it going?
It's going great. Yeah, I just want to. We'll get into it later, but I just wanted to point out that we, like both Kurt and I, figured out the problem that
Yeah.
we ran into like separately, and like just over the last day, I guess, or a couple days.
Yeah, today for me, earlier today.
Yeah. Okay, it was last night for me. Anyway, and then also, it's like some string theory shit. Like, also one of our viewers, Rodrigo,
Yes.
from Paraguay, figured out what we had done wrong, and he contributed a pull request to the Jam Spam repo to fix it. So it's like three people all converged on this same solution to this silly little problem at the same time. It was really funny. But yeah, we'll go into what that problem was, and yeah, the moral of the story is never speedrun the setup of your Apollo client.
Yeah. So while that was fun and entertaining, it did lead to just a little bit of issues. So I'm just going to go ahead and flip us over here so we've got some desktop going. Oh, and welcome back to our awesome stinger, the little transition animation. I've reduced the volume because I got some feedback that it was glaring. Hopefully that was a lot better if you could even hear it at all. Let me know in the chat how that was. And yeah, awesome. So yeah, so actually what we're looking at here is I have Studio opened up to our schema in the Explorer tab just to kind of do a little refresher and take a look at what we've got going on. So we just have really an empty query that returns nothing right now. It's just a nice way to have like something in the query. But what I'm more concerned with is, let's take a look at, oops, not with the search. I want to look at kind of our schema docs. Oops, we keep going to the wrong tab. Here we go. So if we go back to the root, what we're really dealing with is one mutation and one subscription right now. So this mutation, this is our play sound mutation. So I'm just going to go ahead and pop this in here. Let's close this up. And you can see that this got added for us pretty nicely. I love it. But what do we want back? We want back the type. Yeah, and so, ooh, look at this. So it even autofills our variables. That's cool. So here we go. So we've got this. Out of scope, but I'd be very grateful. Give it a shot. Well, hit us with it. I'll keep going. So yeah, so where we're at now is we want to be able to send this. Boom. So we sent off the mutation, and that should have in turn fired off a subscription. We can verify that this is in fact happening by me opening up the console, and we've got this object down here, and we've got play sound. We've got an ID. We've got test. So it's working. Let me clear up some of this garbage and blow this up a little bit, make it a bit bigger. We're going to move it over, and we're going to do it again. But this time, let's change this. All right, let's run that. What's up, stream chat? Boom. So that fires off. We come back. We can see we've got our sound played, and we do, in fact, have this working, right? So we're firing off our queries there in Explorer, in Apollo Studio, and sure enough, because the server's running, Boom. There we go. We get our results, the expected results. Woot woot. So,
Nice.
yeah, now that we've got this working and we don't have to deal with trying to figure out our subscription story, I feel like we're in a much better place today to like hack at some code and get some things done. I'm gonna take a second to try and
Absolutely.
parse what's going on here in the chat. Can anyone help me
Sure,
understand if
yeah.
it's possible to reference an object type field in a directive argument within the bounds of the current specifications? Interesting. So something like this, but the type. Ah, so in the directive, you want to reference almost like a dynamic directive where you want to reference something that's like on the object level at the same level that the directive is set. Is that what I'm understanding? I
It
honestly,
sounds
yeah, okay.
interesting.
Yeah, it sounds very interesting. And I
Well,
honestly don't know. This would be a great question actually for the GraphQL community Discord. You could maybe find someone to get an answer to that question there because I honestly can't answer that off the top of my head. You can either look at the little link to the Discord that we have right here on stream now. So it's right there next to the user count at the bottom of the layout. Or you could just do what you call it, exclamation Discord right in chat to get the link. And yeah, I would definitely pose that question there. See if somebody can help you out. There's over 1,000 people in there. You probably have a lot better shot of getting that answered. I don't know. That's a really good question.
yeah, I'm really using directives or like implementing directives.
Yeah, well, I've used directives. I've never implemented a custom directive. And I would imagine that some of the information has to be available to you about what's going on at that level of the API. I just don't know, and I don't really know where to point you to find that out either, unfortunately.
I mean, here's just one place that you can look for. And you might have already been here, but in this article, this like visit object directive that they list as like an example visitor method, it's using a GraphQL object type. I don't know if that's like what you're looking after, but
Do you have a link to that? Something maybe we could drop in
yeah, I
the
just
chat?
threw it in the chat.
Oh, interesting. Why is that not showing up for me?
The link I posted in the chat.
Yeah. You posted it in, oh, there it is. That was weird. A little delayed. Wonder what's going on with that.
I don't
Oh
know.
well. Regardless, it's
It
there
showed
now.
you know what's crazy is it showed up on the stream chat.
Faster, right?
Hmm.
Yeah, it always does. And that's because, what can I say? My code is just so fast, y'all.
Faster than Twitch itself.
Yeah, I mean, hey,
Yeah, DevQW. Hopefully it helps. Best
Yeah,
of luck. And like Kurt said, I think that the Discord might be a um, good resource for you.
yeah, for sure. Absolutely. All right, cool. So we got our problem figured out from last week where we got stuck.
Do
And
you
so
want to
now
show
we're,
them what the problem was?
yeah. Oh, I totally forgot. Yes.
Want to be completely embarrassed with me?
Oh, of course, I would love to share in both of our combined embarrassment because neither one of us figured this out. So, when you split the link, right? So, this is very interesting. So, we're looking at these lines right here, 20 through 30. What you need to check to like make sure that it's going to pass on and continue the operation is whether or not the definition operation is equal to subscription. However, what we had in was this subscription. So just this, just the capital S to lowercase s, wow, facepalm, is what was breaking the subscriptions and why we weren't getting data back. It was making the connection, but because the link was not matching this operation, nothing was happening to this definition. So, um, very interesting. Very,
Yeah,
very interesting, to say the
fun.
least. Yeah,
Web development is fun, guys.
yeah, what an obscure thing. It's always a typo. It doesn't matter like how long you've been programming, like how many apps you've built, like typos will mess up your life.
Hmm. Yeah,
Ugh.
it's a
But
thing.
yeah, that's where we're at. So we're
But
doing a
now we're
lot better
figuring out.
now. Yeah, we
Yeah,
figured it out.
as you can see from Kurt's demo, off the top, this thing is working. We're receiving subscription events, so that's all good.
Yeah.
And this is a great place for us to pick back up
Yeah.
and make some progress today.
Absolutely.
Also, just wanted to point out before we dive into this project is hosted on, or the code is available on GitHub. I just posted a link to the repo, so you can go ahead and start that repo, check out the code, whatever you got to do.
Yep.
But that's where we're going to be committing all of our changes for the length of this project.
I'll add that link to the command for the current project. So the next time they'll get the description and the link to the repo. Yeah, I've been making Twitch bots, Slack bots, Discord bots, all kind of bots. I'm just bot crazy.
The Zap Man has become the Bot Man.
Zap Man.
It's like it's like your final form.
Yeah, but I
seen
connect zaps and pipeline pipe dream workflows to bots and bots to workflows to webhooks.
It goes deep, man.
It really does go deep, and by the time I'm done, the entire world will be one process that I can just run by typing commands into Discord or Slack. Dun, dun, dun. That'll be my final form.
There you go. Yeah.
All right. So, what's next? Should we? I feel like next is like laying out a little UI. Let's get like a soundboard going.
Okay.
With some clicky buttons.
So how about? I think that sounds good. How about this for a plan? Let's get like just a few buttons on the page. Like let's do like have 3 buttons that each send out a play sound mutation with a different type attached to it. We'll also render in text the type of the currently playing sound.
Yes.
That can be like the first milestone that we go for.
Perfect.
And then after that we can get into actually playing the sounds. But let's just get the thing. Let's get the app.
So
be able to like really troubleshoot our subscription sending and receiving.
Let me know what you think of this idea. I'm picturing kind of like some nice big old buttons, little rounded corners, kind of like a Bop It, maybe like a couple rows, of these just big old buttons that you can just bop, 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 bop. What do you think? Does that sound reasonable?
Yeah.
All right.
Sounds good.
All right, let's do that. Let's make that happen. So we're in index page, and this is, I imagine, we'll just do the most of it here. I'm really thinking like a grid layout would probably make the most sense for this.
Sure.
Or Flexbox. What do you think?
Yeah, let's do a CSS grid. I think that would do the trick.
So since we're going to do grid and we're using Chakra, shout out to Chakra UI, we have a lovely grid component that we could just pull in. I'm not going to remember too much of this, so I'm going to have you help me out. Let's change this to jam spam. So we're going to need to do a couple things here. Also, I'm going to make this a box. Actually, I'm going to make this a flex component, so bear with me. We'll make this a flex. We're going to center this up. Then we'll have our H1 jam spam all centered. Then we'll have the grid that has our buttons inside of it. How does that sound? Okay.
Love it.
Cool. So let's see if I can remember this. So then I can just like shorthand this with like align equals center and justify. Am I right? Equals center. Is this? Yeah. Okay. That's what I thought. So that's going to do step 1. So that's that. We've already got our H1 jam spam. We can deal with how that looks later. Let's go ahead and get our grid in here, and I'm going to have to import. Forgot to hit shift. We'll import come on, flex, because we're gonna need that. So let me shoot up here. Flex. We are using grid now, so I don't know why you're yelling at me. Let me save this. And why are you still not is declared, but its value is never read? Oh, there we go. Took it a second. Okay, let's just go see what this looks like.
VS Code had to catch up.
Yeah, it did. Okay. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. Yeah, what I need here is, this is correct, but what I didn't do is direction is equal column. So that's going to take care of that. Also, we're going to do view height. It's going to be equal to 100. All right, and that should get.
We're gonna want to do this as like min height, and VHs are the unit.
Goodness gracious, thanks.
That'll do the trick.
CSS much? Nope. Cool. So here we go. We got jam spam, and we've got one button. Boopity boop. Okay, so next up, I'm not really concerned about making the title a title. Let's bring in yield box, or actually we could just use the buttons, right? We could probably define like a variant for them and just start laying in buttons and then define our grid settings.
Yeah, I think so. I think that's probably like a good first step. Like what we can do is like just lay out 9 buttons or something like that, or like 8 buttons or whatever whatever our soundboard length is going to be.
That's a good question.
It's like an MPC pad, right?
Yeah. Hey, thank you for joining us, Lida. What is that? 54258. I'd like to know, is that Lida or Lide, or is it neither one? I wonder
if it's just a bunch of random letters followed by their zip code.
Oh. All right, I'll go with that. Okay, so now here's the question. We're gonna have like 8 or 9 of these here buttons. It's auto generated.
There you go. I wasn't that far off.
Yeah, there we go. Who knows what it means? Nobody knows what it means. Boom, 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 boom. I don't know how many I did.
Looks pretty good.
Looks pretty good to me.
1, 2,
Let's do
3,
this.
4, 5,
Let's move
6,
panel
7.
right. Boom. Oops. So then we can kind of see what's going on here. All right. Is that 7?
Looks like I counted 7. 1,
Play
2,
it.
3, 4,
Bop
5,
it.
6, 7,
Spin
8.
it.
This is 8. So we're gonna
Swipe
do
it.
9.
Oops. Swipe it. Play it. Bop it. Spin it. Swipe it. I don't know. I got nothing else. You do the rest.
All right.
Console login. Ooh, chat it. Sing it.
Nice.
Zap it. Oh, zap. That's a good one. Okay. All right. Oh no, I've broken it.
What happened?
Oh, export page. It did that weird copy thing.
Oh my gosh.
Page. Oh no. Wait, what? Is there another one?
I don't see any other ones.
Yeah, why are you still broken? Who do you think you are? It's like a step behind, right?
Maybe, yeah. Maybe just it's working for me now.
Okay.
I'm just gonna try
hit
refreshing your browser.
Yeah, there we go. I just saved it. Yeah. Okay.
Cool. So now we have all of our buttons laid out there. That's fun.
Yeah.
But we need to make
their
them
type too, and make them look pretty. I'll start changing their types. You want to define the grid?
Yeah, sure. That sounds good.
All right.
So I'm going to use a template columns property here, and we'll just say repeat 3 1FR, and maybe that's all we need. Let's see. I want to get 3 columns across and 3 rows down.
Okay, nice. Do we have 9 buttons?
We do.
Boom. So there we go. So now
And then
all
we
we
can
need to do. Oh, go ahead.
we can add
Go
a
ahead.
we can just add a gap as well.
That gap.
Space it out.
Or space it. Oh, look at how easy that was. You just added one property and it just spaced out like that.
Not bad.
That is beautiful. All right. So, and they all have different events. So let's do this. So instead of console logging right now, we're console logging data, error, and this. Let's just console log data and sound or play sound. No, it's sound played, right?
Yep.
Sound played. Type. Boom.
Cool. And just a note here, actually, if just like thinking about this logically, if we have this second optional chaining question mark is not required, because if we have a sound played, it's gonna be an object.
That is a good call. That is a good call.
I believe. Anyway, yeah.
I think you're correct. Yeah, if sound played is there, then that should be there as well.
Oh wait, no, this is saying like if data is there, if data is something, then sound played must be something. But let's just see if this works.
Let's see what happens. Let's test it in production.
Okay, go for it.
Yeah, it's working. Play. Bop. Sing.
Oh my god.
Spam. Chat.
Sing.
Spam chat. Sing.
Spam chat.
What happens when you hit it? Spam. There we go.
Yeah.
It's coming through for me.
Are you getting multiple console logs whenever I hit it?
So when you do it, I only get one. When I do it, I get two.
Yeah. Okay. So that's the same for both of us. And the reason is because the person hitting it is going to get two console logs, because the value of play sound, the return value of the use mutation hook will change, as well as the data from the subscription.
Yeah.
Whereas the other one is only getting the data from the subscription changing. And so to guard against this, we can actually just put this console log for now. We can like, if we want to respond to sounds being played, we can put the console log in a use effect.
Yep.
Where the
sound, the type is the thing, right? And it'll only happen.
Yeah, even just like this will do the trick. Whenever data changes, we'll console log the type, and we can get rid of these guys for now.
Yep. And so just to recap, the reason why we're getting that double is because when we're playing the hook, that's causing a re-render, and the last data that was set from the subscription is like being re-console logged.
Mm-hmm.
So now, if I reload, if maybe I should only get one. Should I get one now, or am I still gonna get two? Because I'm still getting two.
Should still get one. Like only one. Let's see. Maybe the file didn't save.
Oh, it didn't save on my side. That's weird.
Yeah. My
use effect is not defined. That makes a ton of sense.
I see.
It is now. Oh, guess what I did? I installed the ESLint extension.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
All right, maybe we'll get to
Now it's working. Oh, we both bopped at the same time.
I was just about to say like, oh crap, I got two bops, but no, it was.
Yeah. This is nice.
It was right. Okay.
Nice. All right. One thing. These buttons are a little small. I kind of want to make them big old fat buttons, like big old buttons. Like,
okay. Yeah. We could do that for sure. I think. Yeah. Let's go ahead and do that.
Yeah. Is that cool?
Sure. Here's this is maybe a good opportunity to maybe like change the way that we're doing this. So I wanna like one thing we could do is like make a button, like a special like play button component or something like that, right? And then use it everywhere.
Yeah.
The other option would be to just like
map
store all the types somewhere and
Yes.
map over the types.
Yeah, that's what I want to do. I just wanted to get them all out there and laid out. But yeah, now we should just make a map, like an array of our sounds, or a map,
Yeah.
because then we could map them to the sound file itself, and that will make it easier to actually play the sound when that happens. What do you think?
Yeah, for sure. So just thinking ahead a little bit,
Ooh.
like one thing that we could do, we have this type, right?
Yeah.
And so yeah, we could have like a mapping. Essentially, in our sound, we're going to want to divide a sound file into what are called sprites. Like
Ooh.
a sprite is basically like a tuple with a start time and an end time.
I've always called it a
And
tuple.
a tuple, maybe it is a tuple.
I don't
Anyways,
know. It's probably tuple. I'm
um,
generally
our
wrong with pronunciation.
sprites configuration might look
Yeah.
something like this. Like,
Let me follow you. Yeah, that's the position of the sprite, and essentially that's the position of the audio file, right? Is this what?
exactly.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So it's
so
like we can. I think it's like the number of milliseconds.
yeah,
So this would be like going
one
from
second.
0 to 1 second. This is like from 1 second to 1 second to 2 seconds, and so on. Anyway, we're gonna have this sprites object. So maybe we can just like save on kind of like our
Yeah,
how many variables we define. We'll just use this sprites object to create our our NPC pad.
I like it.
Yeah, cool. So
So,
basically, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna like copy this
uh-huh.
for nine entries, and we can just replace these object keys.
And we could change the name too, right? Like, maybe we
Oh
figure
yeah.
out the sounds we want to use and then like make it something a little more
Yep.
meaningful. So how do we create a audio sprite? I've only ever done image sprites, which I know how to do
Okay.
those, but I do not know how
Well,
to do this. Here, I
yeah.
can
Well, I
also
think
help. Yeah,
we'll get into that. I think we should first maybe
get our buttons.
yeah, and also, by the way, these values that we're setting now are also
We're
going to
gonna
change.
change. Yeah.
But this will give us something to work with for now.
Syntax highlighting is just like breaking down.
Is it?
Yeah. You know
Dang.
what's funny? You know the only difference? Oh, I think it did that double thing again. It sure stuff did. You know what's funny? Is like we're having more issues now that I've added the ESLint plugin.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, it's never this slow. It used to save like instantly. But now that I've added the ESLint plugin, like it takes a while for the editor to catch up to me.
Well, it's interesting. Like, we don't actually have any ESLint,
Oh.
um, anything ESLint related going on in this particular directory. So like it shouldn't have an effect. You can just disable it right now if it is giving you issues.
Well, I don't know for sure. That was just my guess.
Hmm.
And maybe it's not ESLint.
Yeah, I don't know. Like it might. I don't know.
Oh well. Either way,
Uh,
I'm gonna get rid of all these extra buttons now because we're not gonna need them, right?
sure. Yeah. And then what we can do if we want to use our sprites object to loop over these things, it's
Yep.
really as easy as saying we can go object uh,
Keys.
keys sprites and just map over the keys. And here's one thing that I'll do. Um, Curious what you think about this. We'll just pass our key as the key prop, and then use the index as the text in the button, and the key goes as this type. In fact, we can call this key
type. Yeah.
And then do this. We could also just render the type in the as the text for the thing too.
I like it.
That makes more
Wait,
sense.
do these all still have the same name? No, you changed them. Look at that. Cool. Still says sprites is not used. See what I mean? It's like so weird. What is going on today?
I have no idea. It's I don't get any of your any of the code highlighting on my side.
Right. Well, whatever. It's there. Let's go jump to the and there we go. It's still there. Still working. Everything's
nice.
Yeah, A-okay. Cool. It's
so
much less code.
If we wanted these to be do you want these to be squares? Is that the idea?
Yeah, like big old buttons, like you imagine, like you're like boop boop bump bump.
Absolutely. So there's actually an Chakra component called Square.
No.
Yeah, an undocumented forbidden Chakra component called Square.
We've gone.
We'll just make it
map.
Oops. Square as button. I think that'll work. If not, we'll try button as square. And import that from Chakra UI core. And we have to pass it a size prop. So we'll say size 20 maybe.
Oh, yo, that's so neat. Do they have like CSS transition properties on by default? Because I noticed like
they do.
Yeah, when it adjusts the size. Yeah, let's go bigger.
So yeah, for most Chakra components, or most of these like interactive ones, isn't that cool?
Yeah,
it's
awesome.
They have CSS transition all 250 milliseconds.
So don't hate me, but let's go a little bit bigger.
Heck yeah. Let's go 100 pixels. Nice.
Yes.
Nice even number.
Yes.
We can go even bigger than that if you want.
I think that's good. I just wanted big old buttons. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Now let's update that. That jam spam now is looking a little. I know I'm getting into the weeds, nitty picky details, but
yeah,
each one just ain't doing it. And then we'll stop. I'll call it there. Just boost up the font size, Let me dive in there.
And I'm gonna go give it a margin bottom.
Look, now you're in my head.
I also removed the space between jam and spam.
Yeah, nice.
It kind of resembles like Jamstack a little.
And JS, JavaScript.
JS, yeah, same thing.
Looks great. Okay, all right, I'm loving it. No more design tweaks. We're done, folks.
Okay.
This is not a design stream.
Not yet, anyway. Well, I think we can definitely spend some time making it look really, really awesome.
Yeah, like when you click it, I'd like it to like turn like a color, like glow a little.
Yeah. Hell yeah. But we can let's like get stuff working first. And while we're on the subject of Chakra components, I wanted to just add in another one to the mix. We're using this flex with align center and justify center.
Yep.
You can actually use
the shortcut
for this. It's called the center component.
Oh, that's new.
Add that. So yeah, center component will be able to do that for us. And then also,
but now it's not, the direction's off.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. True. We can just go flex direction then.
Problem solved.
Pretty sure.
Yep. Problem solved.
Okay. Alternatively, we can also just omit the direction and throw the contents in a div. This is also another option. And then, but the only problem then is that we would have to manually center the title using like a text align.
I think it's good how it was,
Okay.
Yeah, I'm really digging it. Jam spam.
Nice.
Looks good. And update. All right, cool.
Update, I said.
Yeah, what's going on? How come it's not centering? What happened? I'm gonna reload the page. Oh, it probably didn't save. Maybe it did that thing. Let me go check. Yeah, it's saved. Maybe we have to do text align.
No, we shouldn't have to.
Oops. I'll get rid
This
of
is
that.
exactly how we had it before. This is for sure just.
Oh, there it
fix
is.
itself.
Yeah, it just me. I needed to save it. It was just like lagging, a little bit of lag.
It happens. Lag's a thing.
Yeah.
And then the last thing that I want to show is instead of this grid works just fine for us. We have to say how many rows we want and specify this template column string. But Chakra also gives us a simple grid component where we can just say specify spacing 4 units and columns 3 columns, like that. And it's a little bit, it's like a simpler syntax for well, what this is, which is a simple grid. We have nothing fancy going on, just want to render 3 columns. And
that's cool.
I'm gonna go super extra here and say that we can make this dynamic. If we have in our, in our vision for this, that we expect this to always be a square NPC pad looking thing.
Yeah.
Then we could also say that columns is gonna always be the square root of the length of our sprites object. So something like this will give us the same thing. As long as, oops, object key is not a function, my bad. Yeah, as long as the number of sprites that we pass in is like a square number, like
then,
9,
yeah,
we'll get a nice thing.
What? Look at you,
so
math.
We'll go like 9,
Squirtle.
4, 14, 16, stuff like that.
That's pretty wild. That's like very, very mathematical of you. It looks great.
Thanks. Well, and now this is the other thing, since we're using object keys, this same function call 2 times, I'm tempted to say types equals object keys.
Yeah.
And just use that both times rather than making this function call twice. We can make it once and use the variable twice. And yeah, now we have our nice little square mathematical simple grid with a center and a James fan.
I love it.
Sure.
Heck yeah.
Cool. So now with this out of the way, do you want to make a commit here, and then the next thing that we get into will be actually playing sounds? What do you think, Kurt?
Done. I'm gonna push it too. Boom.
Okay.
It's pushed.
Nice.
And just like that, folks, we're done. See you tomorrow. Or next week, really.
Can't get rid of us that quick.
No, not at all. We're here for the duration. All right, so yeah, let's get sounds. How do we get sounds?
Well, we can start. Yeah. Let's source some sounds first, right?
Yeah.
Before we start using the hook. Okay. So my favorite place to get sounds on the internet is freesound.org. It's a gigantic library of completely free to use sounds, all Creative Commons licensed.
Amazing.
So we can go in here and just start downloading some sounds.
Okay, so I've clicked on sounds. Summer in town. Is there a way to say small sounds or something, or we just grab there's whole packs?
I'm thinking that
sound effects.
Let's
it's a whole pack. Whoosh.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, if we could do something like that. There's also if we just think of 9 things that we want to play, 9 types of sounds. You can type in, search for zap, for example, and you'll get a little 1 sound, a 1 second zap.
Yes,
that could work. So we could just come up with a bunch of different sound ideas. And maybe just to make it easy on us for now, what do you think about just making a soundboard of 4 sounds to start?
Yes.
So we only need to source 4, and then we can expand on that later. Maybe we can put it up to chat. We'll select 4 sounds, and chat will select our remaining 5. Something like that.
Yeah, I like that idea. Hang on, I'm just adding Chrome to the layout here in streaming app in OBS so that folks can also hear the sound. So I'm going to transition, but we're going to be on the same screen. So we're transitioning. We're on the same screen, but now I've got Chrome. So let me do this. Let me turn this down a little bit before I blare it in everyone's ears. Let's test this out. Let's play one. Yeah, that should have come through chat. Chat, let me know if you heard the...
Let's hear it one more time. Oh yeah.
Is it too loud?
Perfect. No, it's
perfect. Great. All right, so how do I download this thing? I just right here?
Okay, let's see. You got to click on zap2.wav and then log in to download. Luckily I have an account if you want.
I'll create an account. I'll create an account.
All right. Cool.
So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to move us to restricted access. Create this account real quick. Everyone on the stream can still hear us. They just can't see what we're up to. There's a restricted area. And so here we go. I guess I go to register here.
And I just put a few other sound names in. Right now, the 4 that I've got in here are toot, bop, whoosh, and zap.
That's perfect.
All right.
So
I'll start looking for the other ones.
Yeah. I'm just doing this login jazz. Check this box to accept terms of use. No, I am not a robot. I mean, we don't know that for sure. Although I did write my first AI today. I'll show you what I'm referencing in a minute because it was pretty funny, I think, anyway. Okay, so registration is done. Activate my account. I'm gonna hop into my mail. How funny would it be if I thought we were on restricted area, but everybody could see what I was doing?
No, I got your back.
Super secret. Activation succeeded. So let me get out of here. Yes, I want to leave. Chrome trying to keep me there. Let me see if I'm logged in. Nope. All right, let me log in. You know what I love about adopting the name The Worst Dev? It's never taken anywhere. It's like always available username.
Heck
cool.
Yeah.
So I am logged in. So we're switching back over. Hey yo. All right, so let's do this. We've got Zap Man. How perfect is that? Zap Man, and that's our first sound.
It's great.
All right, so I'm gonna download that. Okay. So
I'm looking at some of these. I got a really good honk sound.
Yes, great. Honk like the goose. All right, I'm gonna change the name of this real quick, just to Zap, and then let's just copy. Actually, I'll get them all first, and then I'll copy them all at one time. Okay, so we've got that one.
Did you downloaded the Zap sound?
Yeah, I got the Zap sound.
Okay, I just put in the honk sound. It's a 2009 Chevy Silverado honking. Okay.
All right, so let me download this one.
By the way, there's a nice little feature here. When you make a search on free sound, for example, search for bop or some that's one of the ones I have in there.
Yeah, there's bop. So this bop one.
So you can also filter beside the search box. You can sort it by duration. So if we want short sounds, we can sort by shortest first. And there's going to be some really short ones, but you'll see, like, if you go down, some of these might be really good. Like one of these Slingerland 80, 70.
I'm loving this bop.
Bop.
Which one?
Bop 3.
Bop.
Bop. It's just someone going bop.
Yes, I love that. That's perfect.
All right, let me download this one. Yo, Shout out to OBS for making it so easy, and Loopback for making it so easy to drop the Chrome audio in there. I was not prepared for that today. And building a soundboard app, you would have thought that was the first damn thing I did, was like add that in. All right, show and finder. So this is our bop sound. All right, so
I just found this sweet whoosh.
oh,
But I'm gonna like
drop me the link to
you,
whoosh. Drop me, and that's 4, and that would be a good start. Let me get the link to whoosh.
dude. Why don't you here? I'll send you. Okay, I'll send you my link. It's pretty sweet. I love the description for it as well. The person's like, I use a bamboo stick to generate some wind swash sounds. I used the following bamboo stick.
They linked to the bamboo stick.
A tiny little like 100 pixel by 200 pixel photo of the bamboo stick lying on their carpet. Oh, that's so good. It's been downloaded 72,000 times.
Oh, wait a minute. What happened? That's not the one. Oh, it opened in the same tab and then I closed it. It opened the image in the same tab. That is a great whoosh.
Yeah, this is good.
Okay. All right. So we've got a whoosh. And I
Cool.
feel like it's good. But now here, oh, whoosh is a FLAC file. Does that matter?
I think we're gonna be okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So I've got 4 sounds. Now what do we do?
Okay, now we want the whole purpose of using sprites is we want to combine all of our files into one sound file, and each of them
1
occupies a
second.
certain duration.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna link to you this tool I've used before called Merge Audio.
Oh, is it like a web tool?
We can try. Yes, sir.
Perfect.
Let's try doing this. So we'll go to Merge Audio, and load each of our sound files in. And what I want to try to take note of is the start and end times of each one, and that's gonna determine our sprite.
Got it. So I'll start
end.
with Zap. So I load that one in first. I just open that.
I think you should just be able to copy all of them.
Oh,
actually.
oops. I thought there was a particular reason to do just one. Add more files. Let me do that. So we've got...
You're good. You can just drag and drop them into the interface, I'm pretty sure.
Well, too late. I did it the old school way. Listen, I'm almost 40. I don't do drag and drop, sir.
True.
I do, folks. Just so we're
sure
all...
you do. I'm not buying it. I don't know about you guys, chat, but
all right.
Okay, so let's see. So we have all these sounds in. You can hit play, maybe somewhere, to play them each individually. Let's see.
So just played them all through. But like I'm noticing that the length of them, it seems like the whole thing is, oops, like the whole. I'm trying to move the playhead. Can I move the playhead? No.
I think you can go use the back
okay.
button. Play buttons up there.
All right. So what am I doing here? What the final output is 3 seconds, but we want to figure out
what the individual things are. So the way I would actually do that is if we go back to we'll open all of the tabs of these sounds on Freesound, and Freesound actually has a duration.
Oh, it does. Like this whoosh is
duration
53
thing,
seconds.
and we can see the number of milliseconds.
Yeah. Okay.
Actually, if you go down below on the right hand side, there's a little like thing. So we can get the exact number
milliseconds. Got it.
Milliseconds, and I think that should be pretty accurate.
So we could just go ahead and merge the file now, and then we'll use this to figure out. But I only have 3 of them open. I have Bop, Zap, and Whoosh. What am I missing? Honk. But you dropped that in chat.
Honk is in chat.
Honk was the first one you dropped. So let me open that too. Perfect. Okay, so we've got all these. So let me go back here. Let me merge this here audio. We're working on it. While that's merging, let me get you these things, these times, and then you can drop them in.
Send me the times.
So,
and we need to know what's the order of these things.
Yeah, I have that. So I'm going in order. So first, it's Zap is first.
Zap.
Yeah. And then it looks like there's a huge gap though between these audios.
That's fine. I think it's because some of these audio files, they have like a longer trail off than others. Like some are really short. And we're dealing with such short sounds that even like a few milliseconds of trail, like for on the first sound here,
Yeah.
you know, it looks accentuated in the waveform, but it's just because we're dealing with really brief sounds.
Yeah, well, zap is like huge. Like we might want a different zap
Yeah.
because that's a long silence. But I guess it doesn't matter.
Oh, it's fine. Yeah, people are just gonna be spamming it. It's not gonna shouldn't make a difference.
Okay, cool. So the first one is zap is 1,804 milliseconds.
Okay.
All right, and then bop is 177 milliseconds.
Okay, so to figure this out, let's see. Actually, what is the length? Sorry. 177.
Yeah, but let me make sure that is in fact the second one in the thing.
Bop.
Oh, so bop is not second. Whoosh is second. I'm so sorry. Let me go back. So whoosh is next, and that's 426 milliseconds.
426. Okay.
Yep. And then the next one is honk, which is 648 milliseconds.
648.
And then the last one is bop, which is
bop.
Bop, 177 milliseconds.
Okay. Bop. So I'm gonna do some quick maths here. Let me just see. I gotta open up
calculator.
Pretty much. Let's see. Okay, so the in this sprite map, if you look at our VS Code window again.
All right, let's go back. And boom. Ah, exactly.
So
yeah.
The way that this sprite map works is the first number in the array is the start time, and the second number is the duration.
Got it.
So in the second column we have all the durations, but now we have to figure out the start times of all these things. So I'm just gonna, I don't know whether to start at the millisecond after this or on it. Maybe we'll just do on it.
We'll figure it out.
Make it simple.
Yeah.
But essentially I want to add these two numbers to figure out the start time of honk and so on. So 1084 plus
Can't you just literally put 1084 plus 46 as the first number?
Oh yeah, true. 84 plus 426. Yo, you're so right.
Yeah.
In fact, we could probably do this like
with a reduce.
Do this programmatically.
Do we need
like,
to?
If we say like const sounds like here's an idea. The sounds can just be their lengths, and we could generate the object based on
their lengths
in like a reduce thing.
Yeah,
that might be fun.
I mean, do it.
Is that too much?
I mean, it's definitely overkill, but like it could be fun to use reduce. Like as soon as reduce is brought in, that's when I start to go like, But let's do it.
Let's do this. Check it out. I think it'll be pretty.
It's very straightforward.
I think it'll be easier than we think. Yeah. So this is our durations. Sprites will be.
Durations.map.
We're gonna say object entries.
Reduce.
Durations. Reduce. And the first argument is our accumulator. Second one is our value. So in this case, we're using object entries. So it's going to give us an array of
the
key and duration.
Oh, cool. You're using entries. Smart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so we're going to want to return from this our accumulator object, spread that in there. But then for each key, we're going to be giving it something, a start time, and then the duration following it. And the start time will be equal to, I'm going to grab the index.
Yeah.
The current index in the array as well.
Because that's going to be accumulator.
So it'll be something like index.
This is hurting my brain.
What was it?
But I get where you're going with it. This would be like an interview question. I feel like someone's going to ask me to pull out a whiteboard.
So we want to get.
You have to go into the array.
Yeah, we want to go into the array.
And it's going to be index
and
-1.
Add up. We just want to add up all of the durations before the current one. So we can say like array dot slice 0 and the current index. So when we're on index 1, which is whoosh,
yeah,
it'll just give us this.
Yeah.
If we're on index 2, it'll give us this and this. If we're on index,
that's index
0, it'll give us nothing.
Yeah, which is what we want.
And then then we can we can also use reduce.
Oh hell no! Did you reduce in a reduce?
Here. And I think that this can just be like A, B, A plus B, something like that.
I'm very curious to see if this works. So let's console log sprites to see what we got.
Yeah. And we kind of already know what we're hoping to see. Let's see.
Reduce of empty array with no initial value. Oh, but wait. Oh, wait. Well, we've got 4 things, but I don't see our... Let me reload. Oh, maybe it didn't save on my side. No, it did. Let me reload this. Oh, reduce of empty array with no initial value. So I think that's here.
That's fine.
No,
we can just
add the initial value.
Yeah. Easy. Because because if it's an empty or if you don't pass an initial value to reduce, it'll use the first item in the array as the initial value.
Undefined.
And if you so if you pass an empty array, it'll have it'll be won't know how to work.
We are getting undefined as our value though for sprites. That seems terribly wrong.
I'm seeing undefined is actually.
Oh, there we go.
Thing
I was looking too far down.
By our use effect. And now you can kind of see what's going on here. And we're not exactly. What's happening is we're adding A, which is, we're adding A and B together, but A and B are both arrays.
Yeah.
So it's actually supposed to be more like
comma and then the second value, right? Like.
Yeah, we'll just do A1 plus B1, something like that.
Let's go see what that gets us.
Okay.
Hey, it's progress, but we got some nans.
So we're not a number now.
We're not a number. All right. Oh, that's because array. If you look at what array is,
it's this. I was adding A1.
Yeah.
Plus B1. We actually just want to add A, which is 0, or it's like our accumulator
plus B1.
This thing. And maybe like a better way to write these variables might be to call this one like total or something, and this one is whatever.
Increment or whatever value.
Item
value.
Yeah. There we go. Let's try this. Come on, work.
Oh.
Rebuilding.
That looks pretty right.
And this looks pretty good.
It looks good. I mean, there's only one way to find out, and that's to play some sounds.
So let's just test this 2230 plus 17 or plus 648 is the right.
Looks right.
The right sound. Okay, cool. All right. Well, now we've got our nice little computed array, our sprite map, I'm also gonna, oops, oh my gosh.
Oh dear Lord. Oh.
This is how we get all that like duplicated export stuff.
Yeah, but it worked. There we go. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. I'm terrified of that code, though. I'm just gonna say. I get what's going on. In there.
this stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, it's gonna like the in the end, it's gonna make
It's a lot easier
this
and
a
better.
little easier, I think,
agree.
because then we'll just be like, if when we start adding more sounds, we only need to know the sound duration.
Yeah.
And then the sprite will be computed.
I agree. I agree. This still doesn't mean I'm not terrified of it.
That's right. Cool. So now that we have that set up, we have our sprite audio created.
The next thing.
We have our sprite map. Let's use a sound, shall we?
Yeah, let's use sound. Yeah. So I'm gonna move this terminal back to the bottom.
Yep.
Boop. Because what we need to do, and luckily I've added a third terminal here. So cd client, and we're going to yarn add use sound. Is that what it is? Let's go look. I don't know what the package name is.
You got it. Yeah, it's just use sound.
Use dash sound.
Uh-huh.
Deploy.
First try.
Deploy. Okay. So we are installing that. That's nice. That's good. So now we can come up here and say, whoa. Oh, it's because I'm following you. Sorry. That's why that's happening.
Yeah, I just followed you.
Cool.
I misclicked on the editor.
Nice. Use sound from use sound. And now what we're gonna do is come down inside of here, and I have to get the exact. I still have to go to the docs because I just don't remember off the top of my head what the API is like. And you might, but I do not.
Mm-hmm.
And I use this for the stream. Actually, this is the same thing we use like when somebody follows and you hear that nice little sound and you see a little animation. Use sound is how we do that. Imports. Yep, use sound from use sound. That sounds good. Oh, goodness gracious. We got to download this. And then...
Oh, download our sound.
Yeah,
right.
Show and Finder. So let's do this. Let's change the name.
What format did we choose it?
Wave.
For it?
Is that okay?
The WAV? Yeah, if we could though, waves are like PNGs. They're like uncompressed sound. So if we want to be considerate of our users' bandwidth, we might want to use like a MP3 is really good, or an M4A
is that something
is
you
even
can
better.
do? Do I have to go back and like?
Yeah, just go back to edit result.
Format. So what do we want? MP4.
M4A.
M4A
is probably the best.
All right.
Yeah. M4A is good.
Just
MP3
have the
is two.
Yeah. Okay. Let me see if this worked. I think I might have to add the other file. Oh, perfect. Cool. All right, so we'll download that. Oh, that downloaded so much faster.
Yeah, it's
oh no.
This one is.
Oh no.
You can check out the file size comparison. This one is 46 kilobytes, which is like less than some images on the internet. And I would venture to bet that our WAV is a lot bigger than that.
Alright, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put this over here, and then we'll bring this over here, and we'll go here, source. Where do we want to put this?
You could just throw it in
source.
I usually have like an assets folder.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna do.
Source/assets.
Okay. There we go, and we take this, and we drag it over, and we drop it in there, and sprite.m4a now exists. So now we can also say import sounds. We don't have that, right? I could call it sound sprite. Let's do that.
Sure.
Assets, sprite, and 4a. Cool. So we've got that. So let's go back to the docs. All right. Well, we've got the sounds already. Ah, here we go. So I'm just going to copy this for now as a starting point. And we'll come down here. Except we don't have to do this. We can pass in our thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sounds Sprite. Right? Did I spell that correctly? Yeah, we'll want to take that out.
Yep.
Oh, no, it's Sound Sprite. Oops. Okay. Yeah, so...
Cool. And then in here, we can just add our sprites option.
No way.
Maybe we'll change this to just the word play.
Okay.
Something general. And now our sprites are in there. If you go back to the GitHub README, they have a section on sprites. I don't know if Josh's article talks about sprites. Maybe it does. We can refer to that.
That is pretty cool.
He also has like a little
sprites
article-ish thing above talking about why MP3. I noticed as you scrolled by. And so I'm curious to know about why he thinks MP3s are.
I'm gonna go check that out. But real quick, I'm gonna drop this in chat before I forget. All right, so yeah, let's go back to this MP3 thing.
Yeah, maybe Command F for like why MP3.
Oh man, I did that in the wrong chat or the wrong window. All right. Back in the day. All mainstream browsers, including Internet Explorer 9. We don't care about that. Right?
Yeah. Yeah, we don't care about that.
So let's...
Yeah. So I don't know. We don't have to take that into consideration. M4As are going to work for us. Pretty sure. So we can just charge
so you
for
pass in the ID. This is how we get it to work.
Yeah.
This is so easy.
Yep.
He did the hard work for us. Thank you, Josh.
Yeah. Well, actually, this behavior is actually from another audio library called Howler.js. Howler's made by I think his name's James Simpson, and it's been around for a long time. It's really like mature, like audio in the web kind of tech, and it's super good. And then use sound is basically like a React hook that wraps Howler.js.
Got it. And I think this is it.
Yeah, I think the only thing that we will want to do is just
might be
wrap this in an if data.
Yes, fair point. Good call, because that in the beginning there won't be that won't exist.
Yeah.
Okay, so if my theory is correct, Webpack E is not a function. You're not a function. Did it play for you?
No, I'm still looking at.
Audio context is not allowed to start. We have to allow audio.
Do we?
I don't know. That's what we're getting in the. Oops, I did not mean to click that. I don't remember doing this for my site.
Yeah, me neither. I remember it just working. Let's see. I don't. Yeah, I never found myself over on that page.
Yeah, I accidentally clicked that. I just expanded the error in Howler, and then it took me there. It took me there. What is going on? Should I Google it, or are you Googling it?
Yeah, you should maybe Google it. Let's see what we can find.
Bum, 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 bum. Well, Tone.js has the same error. Let's see what they got. Yeah, saying we have to like start the audio context.
Yeah, there's in the use sound repo. I'm gonna paste
Yeah, I was just
this
saying, let me
link
go to
in
the
the
repo.
chat.
Yeah.
And this is Scott replies as of 11 days ago. First reported May 21st. But I was able to successfully use this thing.
Me too. This might be something new.
Recent.
Like newer versions of Chrome.
Maybe. Let me see with like something that I've got living right now. Yeah, like I'm able to use the audio, or like use audio is working in
your app.
Like the only other place that I've used it. Yeah.
Well, is there any difference maybe between the code?
I was just looking at that and it doesn't appear
Maybe I
like
should
there
like
is.
restart the Gatsby build process.
Sure.
Yeah, it seems weird.
Turn it off and turn it on again.
Let's try that.
There hasn't been a new version of Use Sound since.
Gatsby develop is doing. There we go. Looks like it's doing nothing. What is the workaround? +1, I'm getting this. Perhaps this snippet from Howler docs would help, but I can't see any obvious way of implementing it here. Yeah. Yikes.
Switches only work out of the first time. So
Don't see much of a workaround. But what's interesting is like, is the warning okay to be there? But like the thing is like it's not playing. So maybe it's not playing because we're not doing something. I know why.
Yeah?
I think I know why. We are passing sprites. Oh, is Sprite supposed to be a child object? Yes. Never mind. I don't know why.
I mean, here's one thing we can do is to rule out the sprites part of it.
Just take it out.
We can just remove the sprites option and just play. We're going to say play everything if we have data.
Yeah. Let's try that.
Is the development server back up and running? Okay.
Yeah. Still not.
Oh, it's working for me.
There we go.
Nice. Yeah, cool.
Okay.
Cool. It works.
Okay, so
this is hilarious, dude. Okay, hold on. I'm putting sprites back. Because we just got, every time we pressed it, we got all of the sprites.
Yeah.
Or all of the sounds played. Now, if I'm pressing whoosh, zap, whatever.
Nothing.
We're not getting the sound played.
Is this correct? Are we sending through? Yeah, variables type.
Let's just console log out here.
Exactly.
Data.sound played.
Reload. Oh. Hunk.
Okay. Well, that's good to know.
Yeah. So something is in our setup here. So we're not doing something right here. Is sprites just what we drop in? Because I think like we're doing it in a nested object, and maybe that's not correct.
Yeah, let's console log what we've got for sprites as well.
Where's the sprites
I'm going
example?
to console log sprites, and I'm also going to add this this default. I remember having to do this in my app.
It's Sprite, not sprites.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, what is it with S's? What is it with S's?
I don't know, dude.
But you can't just change that there, because then we gotta like change sprites to Sprite.
I'm just gonna do this.
Yeah. Okay. So now it should work. Well, that's interesting. But it's working.
Oh, nice. It's working, but what happened to our layout?
Yeah, the layout's broken.
What is going on?
And we got a 0, 1 in there.
Ah, yes. Okay. I'm
going to clean up some of this stuff here.
Yeah.
So sprites is still sprites. Durations. We're mapping over sprites.
Yeah.
No,
I'm going to console log sprites. I'm going to console log sprites, and I'm also going to console log object keys sprites.
Yeah,
so that we can see what we're working with here.
Yeah, and this is wrong. 0, 1. Like our first thing, so something's wrong with our reduce.
Oh, you know what? It's because I'm silly. I accidentally deleted the default or the initial value there. Okay, so that should put us back on the right track here.
Put us back. Okay.
Let's see.
Yo. And it's playing when you do it.
That's too funny, man.
This is the best thing ever. I could sit here all day and just zap boop whoosh.
This is living up to its name.
Okay. All right.
Cool.
Progress.
So we got sounds working.
Yeah. So what's next? Well, first we should commit. 420. Commit your code.
Yep.
All right. Let's go commit this.
Do it. And actually, while you're committing that, I have a little. I want to test something. Although I don't think. Never mind. It won't work. I wanted to see if we could like ngrok our development server.
We can ngrok it. I have an ngrok account.
We can. However, it depends on the API existing at localhost 4000, which.
No, it doesn't.
Like.
I can end.
Doesn't it?
Oh, I see what you mean. No, because they should be able to load up the code.
Like if you say ngrok 8000, ngrok HTTP 8000, it's gonna create a tunnel to your port 8000.
Yeah.
But your port 8000 is depending on localhost 4000. That's hard coded in the code.
So here's the deal. I have ngrok as like a paid account. So I'm going to go in and set up, I'll do restricted area, and I'll set up names for them. We can change the names in the code for clients to talk to the ngrok server, and then it should work.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Sure. We can do that.
Let's try it. Restricted area.
Okay.
Let me get us over to that. Okay, cool. So let me bring up the browser. I love it, dude.
I'm sorry, this is too fun.
All right, so I'm logging in. I don't think they can hear that right now. Just me.
Oh, okay. I'm only annoying you.
I don't think I have Chrome added to.
What is the point?
Restricted area. Hang on, I got your back. Audio input capture. Add existing Chrome. Okay, let me make sure the volume's not all real high on that. transition. Yeah, you're good. So now you can do it. You can totally spam them now. Okay, add domain. So let's do
take that, chat.
Jam spam server. Jam spam server available. Great. Why did that not work? Oh, I have to click on it. It's so silly. I hate when they do that. Sorry, folks. 1 second. We are getting this going. Available. Cool. That's done. Continue. Okay. All right. So that's fine. I don't need to start that up right now. Actually, let me just go ahead and do this. Command C. Go to VS Code, new terminal. Command V. And we need this one on port 4000. Okay, so do me a favor, go into the code and change the URL for the client to the API to, you can use HTTPS if you want. Here, actually,
got it.
It's good.
I have the URL right here.
Oh, perfect. Okay, so that's good. So now let me do the other one.
Is it? Oh, okay. The thing is, we need our WebSocket server.
This is the WebSocket server
as well.
Jam spam server.
I know, but this is just our HTTPS server. We also need it. We need our WS.
Oh.
You know?
Oh, it's not going to forward WebSockets. Okay, new game plan.
I don't think it
You're
will.
right. It's not gonna. New game plan. We've got this. Let's just push it somewhere.
Deploy it?
Let's deploy it.
Throw it up to render?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Let's do that.
Yeah.
I like that idea. In that case, what we'll need to do
here, let me close this out.
Is just sub out these URI properties in our Apollo client. You can probably, well, when it's ready. Oh, nice. I was just gonna say restricted access. Be gone.
Yeah.
We just need to sub out these URLs with environment variables so that they can be configurable.
I don't think
so they can be configurable on render.
There we go.
Why don't you follow?
Cool.
Me? So yeah, we'll go into our client here. I'm just gonna go process and Gatsby API URL, and this is Gatsby WS URL, and then we can just define a .env.development file, which is going to live in our client directory. And I realize that our getIgnore doesn't account for that, so we can make it account for that like this, and we'll just say Gatsby API URL. And the reason I'm prefixing these with Gatsby is because that's kind of what you have to do to make your environment variables exist in your build in Gatsby. So
should we leave off the endpoint though, because we're gonna have to switch that out ourselves for like WS and never mind. There we go.
So this one will be these will be like this, and then in our Netlify environment, we're gonna set these environment variables to point at our render server.
Love it. Okay, so the next step is here inside of this directory, or I guess I could go to Netlify, add the project, then we can go to render and add the project.
Let's do it.
There's nothing like secret in Netlify when I do this, right? We'll find out. I can always flip over.
I don't think so.
Yeah, we should be good.
When you log in, yeah, we're just gonna like create a new project from a Git repo.
Yep.
Easy peasy.
Yeah, but I do have to go. I don't think I have it set to do all of them, only certain repos. So let me take care of this real quick.
Oh. Okay.
Ain't no thing. No one can see what's happening here. Cool. Jam spam.
While you do that, I'm gonna get a few more drops of coffee in my mug.
Love it.
Be right back.
There's jam spam. Branch main. Build command is cd client and yarn build. I think we have to add that. Client public.
Let's see.
Yeah, we don't have a build command yet.
Well, what you can do actually in that we don't really need to add a build command right now. I'll let you know what we can do. Right now you can just leave those blank, and then I don't know why they don't.
Well, it's not going to pick it up because it's not in the root directory. It's not going to recognize it as a key.
Totally fine. We're just going to set these after you create the site. So you hit deploy site. Deploy site, nothing will happen.
Okay.
And then you go to site. You can go to your deploy settings, or your site settings.
And then build and deploy.
Mm-hmm. And then there you have the option to add a base directory or a root directory.
Very cool.
So yeah, your base directory is client. Your build command is Gatsby build.
They have the CLI there, or will that just work because we have Gatsby, or is them doing something?
Because we have Gatsby installed. It's like the same as running npx Gatsby build. Okay. And then the publish directory will be.
Oh, oops, yeah.
Public.
Yep. Why am I not seeing that? Publish directory. Oh, I see. They auto-filled it with that. Really threw me for a loop. Okay.
Yeah. So it's just like a handy.
That's cool.
Little thing to kind of like separate those three things out.
Yeah, that's easy. So that's done. So next is going to render and configuring that, right?
Oh yeah. Let's configure render, and then we'll step back to Netlify and add our environment variables.
Yep. Okay. So we go dashboard. Got him. Hit him with that auth. Shoop. New. Web service. Node. Branch main. Build command. Yarn and yarn start. Yeah, that should be right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. What you could do, like, oh yeah, right. We have a start command. Cool. Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah. Oh shoot.
I'm always used to having
CD server. I didn't CD server.
Oh, it's all good.
Yeah. So
do they not have like a base directory kind of
I don't think so. Here? Let me check. No.
Okay.
Oh,
nice.
It like automatically did that because I changed one, so it didn't let me. Okay. Pretty sure that's how it works. So now it should refresh on us. Okay, but the cool thing is here's our address. So we could take this. Let's see if this builds. I'll give that a second. I know it's probably very small for y'all in chat, but okay, so it's yarn installing. That's good.
It's a start.
It is a start. So while that's going on, because we can
It's a yarn start.
yarn, so we can finagle with that while that's going on. So now what I want to do is come here to environment. We're going to add these environment variables, and this time I don't have. Do I have to put Gatsby still?
Yep. Gatsby API URL and Gatsby WS URL.
Would be that, and then new variable.
And for our WebSockets URL, it's going to be the protocol is going to be WSS because it's a secure WebSockets.
So we'll paste that like that, right? Looks good. Looks good.
WSS and /GraphQL.
/GraphQL for this one.
WS URL.
Yeah, right? So that's right.
That's it.
All right, so save. Let's go check the progress here. Done. So that's good. Still in progress. Uploading build.
Okay.
And okay, deploying. Build successful. Deploying.
Neat.
Yeah, let's see what happens here. Deploy. Deploy. This is where I need like a command for elevator music.
Yeah.
Ooh, and I can
We could just always have elevator music playing in the background. Then we're just covered all the time.
Okay. So it says server listening.
Sweet.
Yeah, but it still says in progress.
Oh, okay. Local server listening at localhost 4000.
That's fine. That it's just going to like see like internal address is jamspam 4000.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah. What's not good is I think it's like restarting it live. Okay. So let's go here, and now that we've changed these environment variables, we got to do a new deploy.
We sure do.
So we go here, trigger deploy. And then we can get this URL. Let's go change this. So while that's deploying, let's go to our site settings again. Because there's one thing I forgot to do, which is change this to jam spam before someone else grabs it. Boom. Yes. So now, once this build is done,
just in time,
we should be able to go to jam spam, and it should be there.
Yes.
In theory.
In theory. Inshallah.
So today for lunch, I had myself a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. And,
oh my gosh.
Technically, I had two of them. But I like swallowed it wrong, in one bite, and like the bread like scraped the back of my throat, and I've just been like,
oh, dude,
all day. Like I was like, wow, you can really mess your life up with bread.
Guess so.
Yeah.
What kind of bread are you working with over there?
I have just some standard old wheat bread. You know, nothing.
Standard bread?
Yeah, standard wheat bread. You know.
Yes, some standard issue.
Yeah.
Completely normal.
Yeah, completely normal sliced little loaf of wheat bread. Yo, Big Uncle
Yummy.
Yeah, Yummy. Thank you for the follow. All right, come on, build. Let's go. Are we getting there? Come on, Gatsby.
Oh yeah, look at that. We're in the middle of a
blazing fast there. All right. So let's see here. So we could just open this. Boop. We're going to get page not found because it hasn't built yet. This is still live. Just going to make sure still live. Page is still...
I'm just sitting on here refreshing the page.
Command R, Command R, Command R, Command R. Wait, oh, it's built. Reload.
Nice.
Oh, so there's the UI. Let's crack open the terminal. Yo! It's working.
Okay.
Let's drop this in the chat.
I need a favor from y'all. If you could please, anybody.
If you hear this, If you hear this call
Hop in
to
there.
action, load this up.
And give us a honk if you're alive.
Honk once for if you're okay. Whoosh twice if you need an extraction. No one. We got nothing. I'm gonna go to the internet.
Dude, first person to send us a sound on here gets to choose the next sound we add.
No dice. It's
Nope.
not loading?
Never. Oh, dude. Did we commit the change? I didn't. No, we didn't. Never committed the change to use the environment variable.
Oh, that's the problem.
I'm just gonna go in here and
Yeah,
say,
do it. And I'll keep working on this
wait.
tweet.
Oh shoot! One sec.
Uh-oh. Am I good?
You keep working on the tweet. Yeah, no. You're golden. I'm just I'm gonna make a commit here in a second. Oops. There we go. And there we go. Okay. Use environment variables. Git push origin name, and we should be off to the races here once this thing.
Yeah, so we'll
rebuilt.
wait. So I can get rid of this because we just need Netlify now. So we go here, and it should be a much faster deploy because we didn't change much except for the environment variables. Thank you, Chill Nerd, though. We appreciate you diving in there and giving us that feedback. I'm gonna go ahead and tweet this anyway.
Yeah, by the time people start getting in there, it'll be all fixed up.
Oh, come on, deploy. I'm just gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch the logs. Ooh, we're on write out queries already. Come on, logs. Elevator music.
While that's going, actually,
yeah.
I was looking at our Netlify site, and our page title and favicon situation is looking pretty poor.
Oof. Yikes.
I was thinking of just getting in there and adding some life to that.
Let's do it.
Okay, so I'm gonna just go yarn add React helmet and Gatsby plugin React helmet. And while that's installing, I can head over to Gatsby config, add Gatsby plugin React helmet, and in our index page, we can just add a helmet. We'll give it a title prop of jam spam, and in the helmet, I'm going to add a link. What is it? Link rel shortcut, or is it rel icon? I forget. Let me look it up.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna go check on the build real quick while you look that up.
Okay.
Oh, it should be done.
Rel icon.
Should be live.
That's the one. Okay. Let's check it out. Jam spam. Oh, okay. That sounds like it's. I can tell by the sound that it's hitting render.
Yes.
It's so much fast. It's crazy how much faster it responds when you hit it.
So I'm gonna shut down the client just to prove that.
Shut down our API too.
Yep.
Yeah.
Boom. Shut down.
And now, Chill Nerd, if you head back over to.
Oh, I'm still getting it.
I'm getting it. That's not me, dude.
Yes, that's not you.
That's not me.
Yes.
That's amazing.
That is amazing.
Okay, for our favicon, I'm thinking of, let's see. thinking of using something fun. Maybe just for now. My fallback when I don't know when I don't have like a favicon or I don't have a logo for a project or something like that, I'll just revert to using an emoji.
Yeah.
That's like similar to the theme. We're using like this. Well, let's see. I'm maybe like a horn or like a trumpet, or maybe a. There's also just like a speaker. The speaker that we're using in the in our server when our server is listening, we could just use that. What do you think?
Yeah, I think that makes sense. So what are we talking about here?
I'm adding an emoji as our favicon for
Yeah.
the website, and
You're going to use
work.
the sound one.
Yeah,
that makes
so,
perfect sense.
I just went to Emojipedia, and I found this, and so I just went to copy image address on the emoji image there, and I'm just gonna paste that image address
into our href.
Our link rel href.
Love it.
So now
when we deploy this,
yeah, save all these files. We'll make a commit. Holy moly! Oh, God.
Chris Biscardi's in the chat.
Spam. You're getting spam.
This is so good.
Good. Commit, add title and favicon. I'm gonna push that. Yo, this is delightfully annoying. ODL1, if you can hear me, this whole project is run using a GraphQL server. So we're sending GraphQL mutations to our GraphQL server, and that server is responding with subscription events, and all of our clients are listening for these events, and that's what gives you this wonderful bop whoosh zap.
Bop whoosh zap. Yeah, and now, so I feel like next week what we could do is we could add more sounds, liven up the buttons, kind of like a Bop It feel. Maybe have like each button have a different color, so when you hit it, it lights up. And
yeah,
it can even,
not even when you hit it, but whenever
right,
that sound is
when it's
played,
it lights up. Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I love it. I love it. This is good. So you got all this pushed, so that's going to push out our new icon, our new favicon. Group Bop It, exactly. Yeah, and this was amazing. This was so much fun. I can't believe that we got this far in 2 streams. I'm trying to think.
We got it going.
Yeah. Bop, bop, bop. I mean, I feel like this is such a good. The bop gets me every time.
This is hilarious, man. I'm gonna leave this open in my side monitor all day.
It'll be so distracting. Yeah, OBS is going bananas right now.
This is fun. Well, I think that pretty much does it for us today, huh?
Yeah, for today. Yeah, I think that's it. I think that's it's not even you, Chris. I thought it was you. That's somebody else.
Yo, Xander.
Yo.
You down for some jam spam?
Here we go. Everybody's in on the spam
Chris,
now.
That's the whole point.
Yeah, this is amazing.
Wonderful.
Yeah. Oh, look, Jason Langsdorff sounds like a space fight in here.
If you're Chris, if you're expecting a DJ siren or any other sound that you could, excuse me, I'm trying to talk to it. If you're expecting any other sound to appear here, if you want to hear a DJ siren, Jason, if you want to hear a boop, Xander, anything that comes to your mind, we're gonna work on that next stream. We're gonna expand from 4 to 9 sounds.
Yep.
So
horn.
Next week, Thursday, come with your sound requests.
Yeah.
If you can't make it, send us your sound requests on Twitter, and we're gonna expand this thing with the help of the chat. Neat. I like
Yeah.
the sound of that. Yeah, really. Whatever our imaginations can come up with, we can do it.
Absolutely. Yeah. So thank you all for coming and help us test this out. We really appreciate it. It's not nearly as much fun if it's just us hitting the buttons. So we absolutely love it. Yeah, we do have this on GitHub. So let me go get the link again. I didn't add it yet there, but that's what we're building. And then let me get you the link. GitHub.com. Oh, my dear Lord, Kemple. Yeah, oh, thank you. You beat me to it. Nice. Awesome. Yeah, so the repository is up there. And I think another fun thing to do is once we wrap this whole project up, I'm going to take a chunk of this code. I'm going to drop it into the Apollo Stream layouts and add these sounds as chat commands. Do I have regrets? In my most favorite words, I have no regrets.
Never.
No regrets, bro. Come on. Oh, I might make that a command. No regrets, and it has like that image pop up, the meme.
Yeah.
That's amazing. No regrets. I have 2 Rugrats actually, so I can't say that.
Oh, we got a bop and a horn at the same time. It's a weird sound.
All right. Should we find someone to raid since we got a few extra people joining us here at the end?
Yeah, sure. Let's
see if you can do it. Concentrate while you're getting bopped.
Okay. Focus. Oh my gosh. Well, one of my favorite Oh shit! Dude! Yo, somebody just Oh my ears, dude.
Oh my ears. Oh.
Just a regular day in the Tenderloin, Chris. Oh my god. Okay, we're out of here, guys. I can't take this anymore.
Yeah, Chris said sounds like some traffic. This is probably our best and worst idea ever.
Yeah, we gotta stop. We're gonna raid Cassidy now.
We're gonna raid Cassidy, y'all. Yo, thank you so much for coming and help us check this out. Later, everybody.
Peace. That is fucking hilarious.